Well, we've got Bruce Zimmermann with us now. And Bruce, first of all, congratulations on this mark. You're just one of 2 hometown kids that get to be the home opening day pitchers this year, and it's even more rare air when you look at the rest of the years that are behind us. You mentioned last year how lucky you felt to go behind John Means because it was your first opening day, and seeing all of the pomp and circumstance, it just gets you emotional. It gets you running high. So now that you've had that year under your belt, what does Monday mean for you?
It still means everything. It's hard to put into words. As a hometown kid, growing up watching the orange carpet and watching the opening days every year, getting the opportunity that Hyde believes in me to do that and to go out and get that start on opening day. I know the nerves are going to be really high, but I'm very excited. It's an awesome opportunity.
Bruce, could it be any more difficult than pitching in Fenway Park last year, even though, John Means, he did end up pitching the no-hitter, but he pitched a one-hitter, so kind of a little preamble to, and you had a really good game. I thought you commanded the ball really well. I look at your numbers and I'm going, okay, so the batting average is a little bit higher against the fastball. I watched you do your side because, we had a chance to see you throw. With a short spring training, do you feel like you're prepared to pitch against the Brewers on Monday and be able to command your stuff? Because to me, that's kind of what you are. You're a 4-pitch pitcher. I pitched with a lot of guys that had really good careers being able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a short spring training, but I think everybody knew that. And so personally, in the preseason in January and February leading up, we did a lot of live ABs to simulate pretty much exactly what we would have bbeen doing in spring training for those first 3 weeks that we missed. So going into Monday, I'm very confident. The last few sides and the last work sessions we've gotten in, everything has been feeling really good and well timed up. And like you said, I'm a 4-pitch mix kind of guy, so I go out there, and if I'm able to command my stuff, I get a little bit defense behind me, and the bats come alive. I think we'll be in a very good position to hopefully give the Orioles faithful a W on opening day.
Bruce, there's going to be a lot of hometown kids with eyes on you this week. We always hear in the offseason how it can be a little tougher for pitchers who live in those colder states to prepare. So can you tell those kids what your routine has been like, what you've been going through to be ready for this spring?
Yeah, of course. Growing up in the Mid-Atlantic, you don't really have the luxury of being outside 12 months out of the year. So when I was lucky enough to be in Philadelphia this offseason at a great facility called Ascent Athletics, just outside the city. Big open indoor area with the gym and able to long toss. So it's really about finding those places. But before I was even able to do that in high school, I remember getting in a 20-minute warm-up just to get the body rolling to go out and throw if it was 45 degrees out, because that was warm enough to long toss. But it's just important to take care of your body, especially in the colder states in those times of year. You might be young, but you still need to do a good warm up to get ready to roll. And that's something I've kind of carried through my career, and I think this is why I've been able to be, as healthy as I have been.
So Bruce, when you look at last year, maybe 3 or 4 starts that probably you weren't pleased with. The rest of them were pretty good. So 13, 14 major league starts. Are you at a point now, even though, you're maybe young experience-wise, where you have an idea of what you need to do to be successful?
Absolutely. Every time I take the mound, it's a learning experience, and I don't think that'll ever change as long as I'm throwing a baseball. But going off last year was definitely, a learning experience, and the biggest thing that I picked up on was I pitch with conviction on every single pitch. If you're not going up there and, trusting what you got on every pitch, you're just setting yourself up for, that doubt to creep in, or you to back off a pitch ever so slightly, and that's just something you can't do at this level because the guys are so good top to bottom. So really it was, staying on it, attacking the zone, especially with my mix, commanding the ball, trusting the defense behind me. All those little things that you sometimes need to remind yourself of going out there, especially as a young guy, is that, you don't have to do it all yourself, but you got to do the little things to, set up the success.
Well, Bruce, you didn't do it all yourself. You had a whole village that helped you get to where you are today. So who had the best reaction when they found out that you were going to take the mound for the home opener?
It was probably a tie between my dad and my brother, to be honest. My brother was, ridiculously excited for me when I called him. So I know he's going to enjoy every minute of it. And obviously my dad was probably one of the biggest influences in my life, baseball-wise, growing up for a long time. So, every time I get to toe the rubber, especially in Camden, he's excited. So I'll definitely have a host, a family, and I don't know how many friends and ex teammates and whatnot in the stands. But it's gonna be a very exciting day. I really can't wait.
Well, best of luck. Have fun.
I'm gonna try to.